Guys, it is time for Nike Nationals. This is one of the coolest meets I've ever been to. And before we went there, we had to go grab Power Crunch protein bar. We got a drive there, which took 9 hours. And over the course of this 9-hour drive, I took some breaks, got in a little run. As you can see, I am here warming up in Target. I just got to keep myself loose for this drive because I need to be ready for race day. And of course, we had to stop at some places. It was very hot along the way, but luckily Oregon is not the hottest state. And by this point, we are nearing the end of the 9-hour drive. The video is about to start, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. I think this is my best video, and I hope you can agree with me.
All right, go ahead.
So we just got to Eugene. So we were at the hotel, but we just went down to get groceries, and we couldn't help stopping by the track because it's obviously pretty cool. And we'll be racing in 2 days. Guys, we are in Oregon now. I don't know if you can tell, but we got here pretty late. We got here about 10 o'clock because we had to leave a bit late today. We drove 9 hours. 9 hours from Cali to get here, as you may have seen by now. And tomorrow I'm going to meet up with a couple people you guys will see for a pre-meet near Hayward Tower. So yeah, I'm very excited for this opportunity. This is the end of the season, guys. We have to put everything into these 2 races. I'm racing the mile and the 800. And my goals for the mile, I'd say I want to run sub 4:36. I want to be in the mid to low 4:30s. That'd be a really good time in my opinion. I'd love to run that. 800, I don't know. I'd like to go sub 205. I think I'm definitely in the shape to do so. And we'll just see how it goes. Strategy for the mile, I want to go out in 68. Take a chill pill, go to 70, so 218 through 800. Then from there, I should have energy to negative split, which would put me in a spot to run a mid to low 430 time, preferably a 435 or lower. And for the 800, I want to go out in a 60 and see if I can hang on from there, because I went out in 62 before. I mean, that race was okay, but it was a bit hot. It's looking to be pretty cool. On the morning, I raced the 800, so it's pretty ideal. Now I will be going to bed soon, so next part of the video, we will be starting tomorrow, June 18th, day before the mile, and enjoy. So we had to come back to Hayward Field. I'll be back here later to run with a couple people, you'll see. And we'll be racing the mile and the 800 tomorrow, so I'm super excited, a bit nervous, especially for the mile, but it's going to be a great time. So at this point, we're just going around the campus. It's really big, actually. And here's another view of the track. Like I said, we'll be racing here tomorrow and the next day. And luckily, the weather's looking to be pretty good. It's not going to be too hot, and I race not too late either, so it's going to be pretty ideal. Here you go, we're letting. Here. We got the whole gang running now. Yo, subscribe even though I don't post. We got pre-meet. And Sam Stahl right here. Doing pre-meet. We got Nike mile tomorrow. We're running the 800 the next morning. It's gonna be a fun one. Shout out to Kylie. Yes. This race is tough. Actually though. Yes. The whole trail over here. Bro, we found Charlie Vouse on Prefontaine Trail, bro. Trying to catch him. Come back, Charlie. So for pre-race, we're back at Olive Garden. We're carb loading tonight.
Again, tradition.
Just New Balance. We're having the spaghetti bolognese.
But we missed the other restaurant.
We missed out on Applebee's. We were too full to eat anything. But we're back at back at Olive Garden to carb load.
Okay, game day. As tradition, same things we have to keep intact. The same bagel, if you look over here. Strawberry jam, OJ. Keep it simple.
Yeah, we're racing the mile later, so this is the most important race. So we don't want to eat too much, but we have to at least eat something. So we're having the bagel and jam again. We're having orange juice this time.
And then lastly, Henry's got something new to unveil today.
No, save it for the race. Save it for the race.
Right. So he's got a secret to unveil in the race.
Guys, I apologize, but I will not be showing my face until the race. You guys will see what I mean. It's going to be a surprise, but here we go. This is our fit, race fit. We're going to be having half tights. Of course, you can't go without them. Then we have the club jersey and my bib. I'm glad they have the names on it like New Balance. I heard sometimes they don't, but I don't know if that's true or not. If you guys haven't seen, here's the bag. I mean, it's not bad. I love the color, but I think they could have added a bit more to this black space here. That would have made it better because, like, you can't really have it next to the New Balance bag. You can't compare them. This one was just perfect. I shouldn't have that patch here. So what I'm gonna try to put Velcro here. My dad suggested this, and we're gonna just put it on there anyway. So it'll be fine, but I think they could have been a bit better with the design. But hey, as long as it's better than last year's, because I think everyone has seen that one. It was absolutely atrocious. But we race in like 4 hours. So I'm gonna leave to go to Hayward in an hour. So we just get to chill. Hopefully we have a good race. Here we got Sam Solidus. We're racing in like an hour and a half. Yeah. What's what time?
It's at 1:45.
1:45 the heat start.
Yeah.
So I would assume I'm running in like 2 hours. Alright guys, here we are. This is the mile at Nike Outdoor Nationals. You can see I have my hair dyed green, so it will be quite easy to recognize me throughout the video. And if you saw the results on athletics.net, you may have known this race did not go too well. I'm just going to say I got out way too slow, and that ended up costing me quite a bit. I got stuck behind everyone here. But on the bright side, that ended up teaching me a valuable lesson. I just need to get out faster in my races. It's been quite a problem. I either get out too fast or too slow. And here we are, I'm sort of like in the pack. As you can see, it was really chaotic. We came to 235 on the dot. You can see the leader, he got it really fast today. There's some people even in lane 3. That's my main problem with national middle school races. There's like so many people in one heat. It just becomes a problem after a while. And by this point in the race, we are approaching 400 meters, and you can see that the leader has already gone quite ahead of the rest of the pack. And by here, I also found myself near the back, which is a big problem. As I stated, I got out too slow, and that made the rest of the race much more challenging than it should have been. I believe I should have gone through 400 in like 68. I came through in 71, way too slow for my goal of a mid 4:35 time, and that kind of cost me for the rest of the race. So by now, we were approaching 500 meters. I was still in the back with a big group of people. And by here, I should have been trying to move up since we were approaching the straightaway. I just didn't think of that. I didn't know what to do at this point. I was kind of freaking out after that first lap. I was like, oh crap, this is going to be very hard to run a personal best. But luckily, this isn't even my last year of middle school running. I still have my entire 8th grade season ahead of me. So to compete at Nike this year was such a gift. I'm so happy to gain the experience from going to another national meet, and I'm hoping to run just as well at New Balance and Nike next year. So the entire group of runners has sort of strung out, but it's still a massive group of people, and I'm actually near the back. Like I said, this was a huge problem. I didn't expect it to be like this, but that's kind of my fault, like I said. This is about the point in the race where I kind of knew that I wasn't going to have the best mile. Like, I came through 700 meters in like 2:05. That's not even on pace for a 2:20-800, which was the minimum of when I wanted to be there at, so it was not going well so far. And by the looks of it, we came through 800 meters in about 2:23, way off pace, not what I wanted to be there at. And coming through in 2:23, the fact that I didn't feel good either was not mentally helping me out. I feel like I should have felt so good coming through in 2:23. Even though I didn't want to, I should have had a kick here, but I didn't. At least I had the 800 the next day. You guys will see how that goes. And by now, I kind of just knew I just had to survive this race, complete it, and I knew it was not going to go well. But I just want to place as high as possible because that's the most I can do at this moment. So by this point in the race, we have about 620 meters left to run. And you will see how it goes. This was arguably one of the worst last 400s I've ever had, except for one of the TKA meets. I'm never forgetting about that. This last 400 isn't bad necessarily because it's so slow. I mean, it was a 70. That's very mediocre for what I should have been able to do at the end. and I did move up quite a bit. It's just, it wasn't enough to spare this race. So by now I tried adding in a tiny bit of a surge, knowing that there was only one lap left to run. You can see me moving up past these 3 runners here. That was a bit of a boost, but you know, it's not going to help me when I come through 1200 and 339. Literally paced for a 452. Never mind, about 338 I believe. And here I'm sort of pushing it. I know there's not really a point, but better just leave it all on the track at this point. There's nothing else I should be doing. You can see me now, I'm kind of in no man's land. I'm not near anyone anymore. There's a bit of a pack up front that I want to try to close the gap on. But by here, I'm just going for it. There's nothing really else that I can do. It's not that fast. Not my fastest close, not even close.
Jane attends Pinewood Middle School in Los Altos Hills.
And right here, I at least made it my goal to catch the kid in front of me in the blue singlet. You will see how that goes. We're less than 180 meters to run. Let's see how well this mile goes. And here you can see me slowly closing the gap. Let's see if I can at least outkick this kid up here. I believe through 1500 we split a 429. Yeah, that's very slow for what I should have been doing. But let's at least see if I can pass him. And by the looks of it, I'm inching past him. Let's see what I can finish this race in. We end up running a 4:48. A 4:48 when I wanted to run a mid 4:30s. So we just ran the mile. It was a pretty mediocre race. I was in like lane 2 and 3 the whole time, but either way, it was still very fun to race here. I have the 800 tomorrow, so we're trying to run sub 205. That'd be redemption, and hopefully we can do well. But either way, it was super fun to race here, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow morning. Okay, guys, we're getting ready for the 800 tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. I have good hopes for this one. If we can run a good time tomorrow morning, then the mile, we'll forget about it. Because I just learned that I need to get out faster for sure. I'm going to try to get out in 60 tomorrow, actually. Get into about second or third, because I heard it gets pretty windy on the backstretch, so we don't want to be in the front. And we'll see how it goes. See if I can kick it into a better race. Let's go. Stay tuned. Hey, we have the Anderson, we have Sawyer Bonzo with us.
Hey,
Hey, we gotta tell everyone.
drive the Henry Bardo.
Yeah, we knew it. Alright, so we are racing in like an hour. We'll see how it goes. We might be cooked, we might not, we'll see.
Can I finish learning curve? And he didn't fail.
Time for redemption, guys. The 800 meters. This is what I was really going for. I was so mad after that mile. I want to take it out fast today. I made sure to get out just as fast as my last 800 that I ran. But surprisingly, everyone did the exact same thing. But luckily, I found myself in a much better spot than the mile. Here we are approaching 200 meters. It was so tight. I'm gonna zoom in. You can see I'm getting shoved at this point. It was awful. Here you go. Kid in the blue. Sorry, man, but you were messing me up during this race. In fact, he even clipped the back of my right spike, making it loose, and by 300 meters, it falls right off. By now, I was in great positioning. Although I didn't even have my right shoe, you can look, I'm literally wearing a sock. And I somehow managed to come through 461 seconds in second place, which would have been ideal. Even by this point of the race, I knew I was going to run the last 500 meters without a shoe, which is crazy to think about. And my heel really started to hurt, and this is what messed this race up. I'm doing great so far, but now everyone starts picking it up, and I just don't have the strength to continue with the condition that my right foot was in. And by now, knowing I didn't have the strength to continue, I actually need to see what I can run off of this. You can even see there's someone made me unbalanced, and I almost ended up falling over, which would have been absolutely horrible, but I somehow managed to get back up. let's just see how I can finish this 800. It was horrible. I had nothing left after my foot hurt so bad. At this point, I'm just trying to finish the race. At least I did, and let's see what I can run. The leader ends up running a 2:04.9, I believe. The annoying thing is, I genuinely believe I would have ran this time if my shoe didn't fall off. I felt so good until that happened. And after all of that, I somehow managed to still run a 2:08.9, which is insane to think about, considering that was nearly my old PR, but I just did it without a shoe. Very bittersweet, considering I could have ran faster, but that's just what happened, and I have to accept it. So we finished 800 like half an hour ago. As you can see, it's raining now, so luckily it came after my race. And the thing is, first lap went perfect. I was in good positioning, but if you were watching it live, you may have seen that around 300 meters in, someone stepped on my shoe, my right shoe, and then the last 100 it came right off. So the entire last 500 meters, I had no right shoe, and I still ran a 2:08.9. So it's like bittersweet, but it was pretty fun anyway. I really enjoyed it, and I know I would have ran a good personal best if my shoe didn't fall off. And it was brutal at the end, but I still had a good time either way. It is freezing right now. We got food though. So the next day I decided to come back to Hayward Field to watch the championship 800 because I knew Cooper Lutkanaus would be running. This was absolutely insane to watch in person. He ended up running a 1:45.45 national record for high school. Absolutely insane considering he's only a sophomore too.
My name is Jasper Belante.